Now let's turn our attention to the Zondo Commission. The former Finance Minister Des van Rooyen is cross-examining the former Treasury DG Lungisa Fuzile at the state capture inquiry today. Reporter Michael Appel is following that story for us. Michael, good afternoon to you. So the former DG is on the stand being cross-examined. You're going to tell us that it hasn't been all smooth sailing this morning.
Yeah, what's new to the state capture inquiry these days? Nothing seems to be going to plan, and everything seems to take a very long time. So initially, the application by Des van Rooyen to cross-examine the former Treasury DG, that was granted. That was supposed to start today, but the evidence leaders, Advocate Garth Hulley, for the inquiry, wanted Des van Rooyen on the stand first to testify before he would be allowed to cross-examine the former Treasurer General, the former Director General at Treasury. And this was vehemently opposed. They said it was unfair, that he would be required to firstly testify before he could cross-examine, that there was no precedence for this. But ultimately, the Deputy Chief Justice, who has all the discretion here, said, listen, this is how I want things to run. And he wasn't inclined to grant that application to have him cross-examine Mr. Fuzile before he himself testified. But due to some error in paperwork that hadn't been sent on time to Mr. van Rooyen, he indulged his legal team's application and said, all right, fine, he will be first allowed, your legal team will cross-examine Mr. Fuzile, and thereafter you will testify.
All right, so eventually then this ship sets sail. So the cross-examination then having started, the former DG then, how has he been responding to questions put to him?
It's been noticed that he is rather hostile, I think it is safe to say. He's answering the questions, but with a certain gusto about him. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't appreciate. He's a man of 25 years in the public service. A lot of people questioning why a man like Des van Rooyen, even though he has all the rights to, is looking to cross-examine him on his record. But it's in relation to how the weekend special minister, Des van Rooyen, gets parachuted into Treasury 9th of December 2015. 3-4 days later, he's out of the job and shipped off to Cogta, and Pravin Gordhan comes in. But it's in relation to the impact that Des van Rooyen had on the South African economy, the fact that Des van Rooyen came in with 2 Gupta appointees as his chief of staff and special advisor, and that initially that there was supposed to be this press release that would go out to just calm the markets a bit because billions had been wiped off our books due to this very quick appointment being made. ANC backbencher, he used to be the mayor of Merafong with no experience whatsoever, making him fit for purpose to be the finance minister. So there's been a bit of back and forth, and you'll see the way that Mr. Fuzile answers this question. Listen in to how he didn't take kindly to being called a liar on the stand.
The only thing I'm putting to you, Mr. Fuzile, is that you did not tell the Commission the truth when you said that your suggestion for a statement was simply rejected outright, and you were told not to issue statements anymore.
I am puzzled by the fact that you seem to think that what matters is the issuance of a statement, not its content. But sure, the statement was issued.
Yes.
How do you think that I could deny that Mr. van Rooyen issued a statement when, in fact, he stood in front of the media and issued it?
You don't understand the question.
I'm saying the contents of it had nothing to do with me.
Yes, but I'm saying that you agreed with the content. That's what you're not telling the Commission the truth. Okay.
Where did I agree?
What do you say?
Where do you prove that I agreed with it?
Patently a lot of tension there. Michael Appel, thank you very much indeed. You'll keep your eye on that throughout the course of the afternoon. Now